There are three types of people. Who are aspiring for sarva karma, moksha karma, or akarma. People's desire for service is the purest, highest state of spiritual revelation. Desiring selfish things in this world implicates us in the three modes of nature and the laws of karma. Desire for liberation, from the Vaishnava perspective, it's about me. I don't want to suffer anymore. So it's not considered pure. But the desire to serve, unconditional, unmotivating service, that desire is absolutely pure. And that is to be considered desireless. To be without desire because it's without any selfish desire for anything for oneself. And unless we come to that state, we cannot enter into the spiritual world of Vaikuntha. Param drisvani vartate. When we experience that higher taste of being attracted to Krishna, like that fruit vendor, she just became so attached to Krishna. Her only goal in life was just to make him smile by giving him everything she had if it was necessary. That is desireless. When Krishna captures our heart, there could be no selfish ego. When Krishna captures our heart, forever, we simply want to make him smile. That is love. That is the love of the soul. To give Krishna happiness. And Krishna's love for us is unlimited. He's just asking us to accept it, to receive it, through our service attitude. And Krishna fills us with his loves. In this purport today, we read how Krishna has given his method of how to approach. Because Aditi is explaining in previous verses why she's approaching Kashyapa. She understands she has to get the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And she says the Supreme Lord is equal to everyone, whether they're devas or daityas, or anyone else. Aham bija pratapita. He's the seed-giving father, mother for every living being. He's equal to everyone. But still, she says, those who are his devotees, those who surrender everything to him, are very special and dear to him. And Krishna gives himself through those devotees who are dear to him. That is his method of giving the highest liberation to this world. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Sastakoi, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Even one moment's association with a pure-hearted sadhu can open the doors to the highest perfection in life. Therefore, there is nothing more valuable in all of existence than the association of devotees. Greater than elevation to the heavenly planets, greater than treasures that surpass Indra, greater than the achievement of the 8 mystic siddhis where we could perform incomparable miracles. greater than liberation from all material suffering, is a moment association with a devotee. Because in that association, we can connect to Krishna. And Srila Prabhupada is explaining the holy name is non-different than Krishna. But unless we receive it from the pure-hearted devotees in parampara, then even the mantra and the name has minimal effects. Because Krishna impregnates his potency in the name, especially when it is received by those who are most dear to him. That is simply the way Krishna gives himself. This sublime truth is being manifested here, and we will read that in the future verses, how Aditi will be performing some serious austerities. She learned the process through Kashyapa, one who is so dear to the Lord, her guru. And by following his instructions, it's not that he just touched her head and she saw Krishna. She had to go through some tapasya. She had to go through some hardship and remain faithful to his instructions. And through that, Vamanadev was born to her. And similarly, when we simply humbly receive the message with this eager sense of urgency in our life, then Krishna will also be born within our heart. He will appear. So the inconceivable problems, reversals, complexities, anxieties, miseries of this world, through the path of bhakti, we can transform them into the very means by which we sincerely take shelter of the Lord. But in the association of devotees, by hearing regularly, we maintain our perspective that whatever we're passing through, it's just a flash in the eyes of eternity. It's just about these material things called bodies and things in relationship to the bodies that are just going through all this stuff. Underlying it all is the eternal soul in myself and in others. But the reversals of the things are actually the opportunity which could impel us to sincerely, with all humility, take shelter. The false ego is so deep and so great. To really take shelter, we have to be genuinely humble. And to be genuinely humble, we have to really feel ourselves helpless without the mercy of Krishna that's coming through Guru and Vaishnavas. That's real humility. I'm helpless without that mercy. And that is what Kashyapa Muni is teaching us in these verses today. And this is the spirit that we have the opportunity to urgently, desperately, feelingly, and eventually lovingly cry out very loudly the holy name.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
times louder. In the mood of Gajendra, in the teeth of the crocodiles, let us chant one more time. When we go beyond that crocodile, then we can chant in the mood of the gopas and the gopis, not just in desperation due to material anguish, but it is an offering. The material anguish brings us to the point of taking full shelter in humility. And from that point, then we chant even millions of times more enthusiastic as an expression of pure love. I noted that we were louder when we were in the crocodile's jaws rather than when we were chanting with pure love. But one leads to the other, and that is. Is there any questions? Shamdas Ji, Prabhu, please come for darshan, special darshan we made just for you today. Is there any questions? Yes. That curtain's up. They'll take the curtain down in a few minutes. Any questions? Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, if a devotee in the beginning shows little bit seriousness in Krishna consciousness and takes a commitment that I will follow Krishna consciousness for the whole lifetime, and then he takes an vow also of initiation, he follows 4 regulatory principles, chants 16 rounds for the whole lifetime. But even if he follows those all regulatory principles in 16 rounds, still that desperation doesn't come in his heart. That seriousness, that urgency doesn't come in his heart, that Krishna is everything in my heart. Other than Krishna, I don't want anything. And I want Krishna at any cost. And I want to finish my business in this lifetime itself. That seriousness has not come. But he has followed his all regulatory principles. He has chanted 16 rounds. He's maintained his devotional life. Then what is the destination of that devotee when he leaves his body?
The destination, neha vikramanasrosti pratyavayo nividyate swalpamapsyasya dharmasya trayate mahatho bhayat. We take up from where we left off in our previous life. But what is important is that we yearn for, we long for that sense of urgency. We cultivate it in our sadhana, in our prayers. And we seek out the association of people who inspire that sense of urgency. If we don't have the desire, we pray and yearn and long for that desire. And that is our free will, that is our choice. We have that power. But it is inspired and nourished in the association of those who have it, or in those who are striving for it. Association, satsang, is not a material interaction. It is divine grace, it is mercy that is being transferred. Because for those who love God, and those who are aspiring to love God, God is manifesting himself to us through their hearts, through their gestures, through their words, through their prayers. And to the degree we are receptive by our humble service attitude, that love, Krishna's love, will manifest to us through them. So we may not have much of a desire now. We may just be following some principles and doing the rules according to what we're taught. But that real spirit of urgency, of hunger for Krishna, of need for Krishna, it comes through various ways. But the principal way is through association. When we hear about these things, when we hear from the mouths of people who have that urgency, something divine is taking place. It awakens within our heart. And also the tribulations of this world. In association of devotees, we learn how to transform the tribulations in this world to be opportunities to really cry out for Krishna's shelter in a humble state of mind. If that's what you want, that is what will be given. When Krishna showed, what is that? Yasyaham anagrinnami harishye taddanam shanai. Krishna gives his mercy. He may give you whatever you want. But when he shows his great mercy, he may put you in perplexed situations and even take away what you wanted so that you realize there's actually no one to turn to except God. Except Brajendra Nandana, the son of the king of Braja, Krishna. Shamdasji, yes, today is the appearance day of Sripad Vallabhacharya. And he taught this glorious mantra, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mam, which is the very essence of all knowledge. The conclusion of all Vedas. Vedaishcha saravera hameva vedyo vedanta krit veda vedeva chaham. Krishna made the Vedas. He wrote, through Vyasadeva he wrote them. He's the one who spoke to Brahma at the beginning of creation with all knowledge. So Krishna is the source of all knowledge. He's the author of all the Vedas. He's the knower of all the Vedas. And by all the Vedas, only he's to be known. So the essence, the conclusion, the goal of all the 6 schools of philosophy. Sarvadharman parityasya mamekam sharanam praja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishamimasuja. To surrender to Krishna. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mam. In essence, that means Vyavashayatmaka buddhir ekeha kurunandana. To be fixed in our resolute purpose. That Krishna is my only shelter. Not my mother, not my father, not my children. Not the Indian government or the American government. Not even my doctor. not even my psychiatrist. My only shelter is Krishna. Sri Krishna Sharanam. We have to be convinced of this, that Krishna is our only shelter. But Krishna gives us shelter through his devotees, through those who love him, through those who have surrendered everything to him, and through those who are aspiring to do so. Without the association of devotees, our chanting of God's names will be not much more than a ritual. Our reading of Srimad Bhagavatam will be not much more than a ritual. But in the association of sincere devotees with a service attitude, Krishna manifests some divine transformation. Krishna manifests his pushti, his grace, through that in that environment. And then the chanting of God's names and the reading of Bhagavatam and the darshan of Thakurji, of the Murti in the temple, of our home or in the temples. Then it's no longer just a ritual. In that association, if we have a service attitude in that association, then we can actually see the Bhagavat, the Murti, the holy name, and the Vaishnavas. We see that Krishna is giving his shelter there, Sri Krishna Sharanam. And it's our only shelter. The holy name, the Srimad Bhagavat, the deity in the temple, and the Vaishnavas. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita. That is where we find Krishna, our only shelter. And then Krishna reveals himself. And when he reveals himself, he reveals his divine associates in the whole spiritual world of Goloka. Thank you very much. Shamdasji, would you like to speak a few words? Can we send him microphone? He has a sloka and a song and wisdom for every subject that we can.
Hari Bol, Jai Shri Krishna. तो मैं 2 मिनट हिंदी में बोलूँगा क्यों वकील साहब ने कल हमको बताया कि ये हिंदी बोलने से हमको तो होना चाहिए थोड़ा बहुत है और मेरा बहुत आदरणीय भाव है कि मैं आप लोगों के समक्ष में आया हूँ और इस महासत्संग मंडली में हम भी थोड़ा सा लाभ भी उठा सकता हूँ क्योंकि वस्तुतः भक्ति मार्ग में दास अनुदासत्व का जो धर्म है ये सबसे उत्तम बात है और आज महाप्रभु वल्लभाचार्य का प्रागट्य दिन है जन्मदिन है तो हम लोग जो पुष्टि मार्गीय हैं वस्तुतः गौड़ीय से अलग है नहीं है क्योंकि ये सब रसात्मक रसिक भक्ति मार्ग हैं और इसलिए हम लोग एकदम भाई बंधु हैं. So that's about as much in Hindi as I am going to speak today. Okay? Tasmat sarvatmana nityam Sri Krishna sharanam mama. So as Maharaj has been explaining, and I must say my friendship with Maharaj, which he explains, Shamdas, who I've known all my life that I met last year, is a perfect explanation because I feel like I have an eternal connection with not only him, but with all of you. I don't know how that happens because the whole Leela of Krishna as it appears in Golok Dham all the way down to the world here is achintaniya. You're not able to figure it out through your mind, but you are able to feel it. And in the presence of this incredible, amazing congregation, my heart overflows. As I walked in, you were just chanting Hare Krishna very loud. I almost fell down. I was involved in my morning seva, so I wasn't able to get here early enough. But Vallabhacharya does say, Tasma, therefore, Sarvatmana, with your total feeling and your complete bhav, with your devotion of dedication, tasmat sarvatmana nityam, always you should go reciting the names of Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sharanam Mama. That you should recite that Krishna, Sri Krishna, Radha Krishna actually. They are my singular refuge. And that is the Dharma, that is our artha, that is our wealth, that is our kama, that is our desire, that is our moksha, most importantly, that is our devotion. So I'm very honored to be sitting in your presence, and I look forward to having all of your darshans again and again. मैं आपको दंडवत करता हूँ और मैं भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि हमारा भक्ति आप लोगों के द्वारा भी बढ़ते रहेंगे. बस हरि बोल.
Go Premanandi. Thank you very much.